Listen, I'm about to go and go for a AM jog and then do sprints. But before I do that, I wanted to get on here and let y'all know that women are obsessing and they're going crazy for men going their own way. Now, for the females that watch me, since we're at 25%, if you don't know what men going their own way means, you should look it up. You know, MGTOW, it just means men are stepping away from dating. We're no longer chasing women. You guys have your own movement. It was called decentering men, but we don't like need to label something that's revolving around women. So ours is more, you know what I'm saying, like about men finding themselves. Look, 444 on the timer when I went live. Listen, y'all, just doing things just right. Look, we're not going to say that we're decentering women, because then that would make it seem like we had women centered in the first place. No, what we're doing is taking it a step further. Guys, I appreciate it. Smash the like button. Thank you for joining me. We're taking it a step further. We're working on ourselves. We're cutting women out altogether. We are not out here fapping. We're just using that energy towards becoming the best version of ourselves, creating businesses, networking with people, working out as needed, you know, working on our skin, prioritizing ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's going on, James? What's going on, man? Absolutely. We're putting ourselves first, point blank, period. Absolutely. You know, check the comments. James in there dropping dimes. You know, you guys that are in here with James, make sure you smash that like button. If you're coming in through the shorts feed, there's 3 tiny buttons at the top right. Hit those and the like button. Yeah, we're working on ourselves and prioritizing ourselves. And the crazy part about this is once we started doing it, women started chasing us. Women started chasing us. You know, women started coming after us, wanting to study us. Women just be watching us and orbiting us like, what you got there? You know what I'm saying? Just like kind of, you know, orbiting around what we're doing and our content and our social media. Just like, oh, what's he got going on over there? What's he keeping to himself? Why you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what they're thinking, these women. They're like, why isn't he looking at our videos that we're bashing towards his archetype? Why is he looking at our cheeks posted up on the gram or whatever? You know, no. We're not concerned with it anymore. The men that are out here right now, I got something in my eye, man. The men that are on their journey right now are more focused on the connection with God, you know, trying to align themselves as much with their higher self, you know, getting back in nature and doing the things that we love to do. You know what I'm saying? What did I say? Okay, don't worry about it, homie. I'll take care of it for you, since you don't seem to understand how to keep scrolling. Gotta worry about it. Now, I appreciate that. James, appreciate that. You own it, man. I'm not used to I ain't got any mods. I got to get you to sub over on my other channel, King David Lone Wolf Podcast, so I can have somebody over there that gets these guys up out of here when they start getting goofy. You know how my haters are. They love to stop through and show a little bit of love. But absolutely, man. I go live over there a whole lot more. But I'm going to start going live over here more now that we're no longer shadow banned. I know y'all see a couple videos that are trying to go viral. So I just had to wait it out. Look, I'm an engineer, like a real one. You know what I mean? Not like these guys online, a real one. That's why I got this whole studying patterns thing, and it's applied to my life as well. So I can tell when the algorithm is done shadow banning me. You know what I'm saying? Get back to business. What I don't do is whine, cry, or, you know, try to go against the current. I like to ride the waves, you know, and that's what life's about. That's what you guys are doing. You notice how when you're riding the wave, how a lot of women are trying to figure out what my skincare secret is, and they're trying to read between the lines and see if I'll slip up and say something. And of course, I'm eating well, drinking water, doing a lot of different stuff or whatever. But it's really being stress-free and at peace. It really is. Being stress-free and at peace, doing what I want to do, and living the way that God is telling me to live, which is the way it's supposed to be in that order. God, man, woman, and then children, and then animals. Not the other way around, woman, God, and then kids, and then we're whatever. You know what I'm saying? This is not, we're back in alignment, and we're maintaining our frame, and enough of us are doing it, the ones that women find attractive, to where they're wanting to get on board or wanting to shame us back into place. You have a couple different kind of females out there right now. Well, you have females and you have women out there. Those are the differences. The females are still shaming us, calling us sassy for defending ourselves. You know what I'm talking about. The ones I watched, and also, let's not forget, there's some tether action going on. Now, I don't want to leave that out. We not only have these females that are African American, foundational, American women, but we also have black women of other cultures that are not identifying that they are Caribbean or from the UK, etc., whatever. Appreciate you. All merch is available on the narcbully.com. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and check it out. narcbully.com. All merch is available there. And it's causing for more problems, because what I'm noticing is some of the American black women are coming around. And they're starting to listen to us. They've been listening to us, but they weren't listening. They were just, hearing what we said to react. But now they're listening, like, because one thing about American black women, right? When they find out somebody's using them, they don't like that shit. So they see these women that aren't American black speaking on their behalf, and they're starting to speak out like, hold up, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? And it's working in favor, because that's the only kind of woman other women are going to listen to. So we got some of them coming out, joining the fight, if you will. You know what I'm saying? And these tethers are coming in. And I only say tether if you're putting out content that goes against the average American black male. That is, he is not 6 foot. He is not making well over 100K. That is not the average American black male. So if you're a content creator that is a tether, basically a woman that is not from any lineage from America, and you're having guests on your show and labeling them as high value men, and the first thing out of your mouth is, well, I got a tall high value man, and the minute he starts speaking, all I hear is bumbleclot. That's not the black man that people are assuming he is, based off of the way you titled your video. Because the high value title is what they're talking about for the most part, American men in general. And if you're black and he's black and you're in the thumbnail, it'll be assumed that he's African American, foundational black, not Caribbean or Jamaican or, from the UK or etc., right? And then what I notice, I go through this, and this is a video I watched. I don't know this YouTuber's name or whatever, but some Caribbean chick. But she does dating coach, like dating content stuff like what I do. And I go through her comments, and some guy called her out about, not letting that guy be identified as a Caribbean dude in the title. Now some of these people are doing it for catching titles, just for getting in the algorithm, because only apparently American black people are the black people that are popping. And instead of them trying to get their community popping, they just jump on board with us. Shout out to Rick Nasheed for making sure this kind of stuff is out there in the ether for us to pay attention to, pick up consciously. Because these tethers can be using our names to make us look worse. If you think that these Caribbean, Jamaican descent people that have it in their culture, in their family, don't go home and delineate when they get home and say, yeah, those American blacks, aka they're gonna call us niggas. And then they're gonna call themselves whatever their lineage is. Now, out in public and online, of course, they're gonna say whatever they wanna say, but black people, we know that they don't really, they're not like us. Hey, what's going on from Texas? I appreciate you. And I was watching this content creator, I can't remember what her name is, and she's really good with words, but none of them are really that clever. So she replied with, not all people are just black Americans that have opinions, and some of us are black people from other cultures, and we shouldn't have to put it in the title, black is, global. You need to put it in the title like you're proud of who you are and put your lineage out there. Go ahead and start making some content with it in the title, and maybe you might start going viral, right? But to me, it seems like you're hiding. You're hiding behind the title of black, and most of the time when people assume black, they're thinking and assuming black American, especially when you're kind of cosplaying us, speaking like us a little bit. Now, he had an accent, I'm not gonna lie about that, okay? And given the name of her channel, you could assume that she's from somewhere that has some kind of French in it or something like that. But it doesn't hurt to put in the title that you guys are not FBA, Foundational Black Americans. But it's okay. We can make content, like I'm doing now, exposing you for tethering yourselves to our community only to bash it. Now, I'm not having a problem with anyone from other black global ethnicities, attaching themselves to this culture in America, because I know we're dope. But when you start talking junk about us publicly, because we know you're talking junk about us privately, a lot of you people saying like Haitians or some other people and people from Africa, on your paperwork to come over here, you put down that you're white. Okay? And you're not just doing it for paperwork. If you think that we're silly and we're stupid and we can't keep up with what's going on, no, the problem with African American people, Negroes, the original Indians, the Aboriginal people here, we're too fucking friendly and we give too much stuff away without gatekeeping. Reason being, we're God's original people. We can gather things from the ethers and create shit out of nothing. So when we build something and we get done with it, we move on and we build something else. The problem with that is, what we build and we leave behind, these other people love it. And they try to take it from us after bashing us about it for decades, whatever, because that's the whole thing to do, right? Mock you, then copy you, then take it from you. I'm telling you, man, the devil works in crazy ways. Anyway, all I'm saying is, before I go, when you're out here getting it done, you know what I'm saying, you're getting hated on by a certain group of African American women who honestly just can't stand men. And they're just hiding behind, just this whole movement that's going on where women are in whatever wave of, fembodism they're in. And they really don't like, men anyway. And they probably want all the women. And they also have a group of foreign blacks, not, African American, that get over here. They learn the way that we speak, the way that we dress. They don't let anyone know their real heritage. And if you think when they go and visit their grandparents that there ain't some crazy babbling about African American people, oh, man, you're just too lost for me to help. You know what I'm saying? So I want us to we don't have to say anything, but be aware. When you're looking online and you're seeing some of these podcasts and they don't look like us exactly, like something's a little bit, the curl ain't curling quite right, you're probably right. They're probably not African American. They're cosplaying as you and they're talking as if there's two African Americans on stage or whatever, wherever they're at, talking as if they've been in this country, they went through slavery. You don't know how much they bash you about slavery and whatnot. And the history of slavery isn't even really spoken about properly, because they never even talk about the Seminole Wars or the Gullah Geechee or none of that. So if they're not going to talk about it, obviously, you know, it's edited, his story, but then they don't really care as long as they can bash you in some type of way while also admiring you and wanting to replace you. Listen, man, I'm not going to get on here and say nothing that's too crazy. I'm just letting you guys know about your so-called coalition that you think that you have with people that, you know, really don't know how to show respect to you, because they don't think that you have sense enough to notice what they're doing around you, right? They just don't understand, you know, the way that we think. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But what we'll do is call you out, right? What we'll do is put it in the ether so other African Americans, when they start seeing these podcasts, before they get upset, look at the head shape, you know what I'm saying? Look at the hairline. There's a lot of different indicators, you know what I mean? And if you can't get their names, look them up and see if they're actually African American. If they're not, what they're saying doesn't mean shit. It doesn't mean shit. They're just on here cosplaying to get $1. You know, a lot of them Africans are known for scamming. Just another scam. Just another scam. While still thinking they're better than you. Pay attention. I see a lot of Ghanaians online trying to cosplay as African American women. They think that they have it down. Your facial structure is not the same. A Negroid, let me slow down. A Negro's soul is different. You know this, and you should know that we who are educated know this as well. So when you're speaking online, I can look at just your face and tell that you are not African American, but then you will specifically say Black American men or Black men. You will not say African men from the continent of Africa and then go into the country that you're from in Africa. No. Because you know those guys don't play around. No, you want to play around with us, cosplay as us, because maybe you're not able to get as many African American angry Black women anymore? Is that what it is? So you gotta go on ahead and outsource, bring in some replicas? Maybe the Black women of America aren't as mad at us as it seems. Maybe they aren't here cosplaying and they're, you know, moving pieces and everything online. Listen, you can tell that some of these people that are running the podcast aren't even African American. Some of these dudes are also foreigners. They're also foreigners. They're putting their other foreign brethren on while they're talking about issues as if they are African American, because they're not talking about their home countries. They're talking about here. They're talking as if they've been in this struggle for civil rights and Jim Crow and all that. You can't jump in. Listen, man, you wasn't shooting in the gym. That's all. You wasn't shooting in the gym. All right? Be like me going to your country and trying to babble about the politics there, you know, and the socio-economic type. No. You'd be like, what? American and whatever, you know, derogatory term you have for me. We don't listen to you here. We don't listen to you here. Hey, listen. Hey, we don't listen to you here. We don't listen to you here. So when I see you guys that are, I don't give a shit if you're light skinned with dreads. I don't give a shit what skin complexion you are. I'm gonna look you up. And if you're not African American, kiss my Black ass. I don't give a shit what you're putting on your podcast. Nigga. You know what I'm saying? Done with y'all. All of y'all. A lot of like Jamaican or some shit. I'm like, looking this stuff up. I'm like, you ain't even got African American women on there like that. And then sometimes when they do have the African American women, like that, the African women that are in shape, they'll have these big biscuit can, wide backs, you know what I'm saying? African American women that are loud that nobody dates, but then they'll have their own. Man, listen, man, watch what they're doing, man. Watch what they're doing. They got all these migrants coming over here, and you don't know, you know what I'm saying, how long they've been doing it, and all of a sudden, these people are, look, they got a good cosplay African-American way of speaking, right? But when they start getting upset and they go back and forth, that accent's gonna come out. It always slides out. That's why the dudes don't talk too much on there. You ever notice how the dudes on, I thought because they were just trying, well, they're also trying to keep their numbers right, so the women don't go against them and try to ruin and cancel them. But they don't want to get too upset because that cosplayed accent that they're putting on will fall off, and you'll hear their original ethnicities type of accent come out, and you be like, whoa, man, you're not from your family ain't really from Jersey. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, come on. I'm just saying this. We're doing enough to try to fix things, and we're doing enough to kind of tear each other apart, African American women and men. We don't need you guys cosplaying, not identifying who you are, so we can automatically know not to listen to a damn word out your mouths. You're not African American people. Who gives a fuck what you're talking about? Who cares? You're over here, like I said, you weren't shooting in the gym. You weren't here with our ancestors going through slavery and all that they did to them, butchering us, and, the women having to watch the men getting hung and castrated and, boiled and all this other stuff. And then you just come over here and I don't know what it is about these African Americans. Nigga, you would never know. You're not like us. I'm not playing with y'all, man. I'm not playing with y'all, man. Y'all just over here trying to do what Africans do best, or people from other, come over here and get your bag, but you're throwing us under the bus to do so. We're over here having a hard enough time as it is. Y'all stop watching these podcasts speak on African American issues, and they're like Caribbean people or whatever the fuck they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, watch African American people that are talking about African American issues. If these Caribbean people or people from the UK or whatever want to speak about ADOS or Aboriginal American people issues, then they need to identify who they are. Hey, I'm just a Caribbean chick from Brutta. You know what I'm saying? Speaking on you guys' issues. It's my perspective, but it is a perspective. Okay, well, some people listen to it. I won't listen to a damn word out of your fucking mouth, respectfully. Respectfully. Unless it's about, global issues or whatever. Dating, internationally. But as far as like American dating dynamics of black people, why in the hell do I need that outsourced? I'm living it every day. I don't want to hear you talk about anything. Interracial dating of black people, black men and black women, the gender war. I don't want to hear about any of it. Unless you're talking about whatever home country you're from. Yeah, you bitch ass niggas, I'm a problem. I'm a problem. Y'all should have never, see, let me put it like this. I know a lot of you watch my content. I told you go find something else to do. You keep coming over here off my plate, so I have to find a way to structure things so I can take your fucking asses down, but do it in a way to also, for a bigger purpose, but also show you how fucking intelligent I am. Told you to find something else or reach out. My intellectual property is not yours. But let's get back to the subject. You tethers, you don't need to be playing, man. You tethers need to stop using us. Talk about your home country and the politics there. Talk about how the women are treated way worse by the men there. Talk about how the men don't get prosecuted or have any kind of level of repercussion like they do here. Talk about how the men over there in your home countries in no kind of way are worried about taking care of their kids, or at least try to, like we do over here. Stop trying to give a perspective which might not be a lie, but it's not your place to give. It's not your place to give. You're not identifying who the fuck you are. You're double talking, playing with words like we're not used to the Queen's English. We've been dealing with it for quite some time with people over here. Why the fuck y'all think y'all really do think we're dumb? I'll tell you what, we're gonna show you better than we can tell you. We're gonna show you better than we can tell you. You think we've been able to fight off white supremacy all this time and y'all some kind of way gonna, okay. We ain't made no time for you niggas yet. You new niggas. But we making some time for you now. Any podcast, if you're of Jamaican descent, and I'm talking for the black ones, because obviously if it's a Caucasian male, he can't say that he's a black American. Any of you podcasters, panelists, you know, all of y'all out there, man. If you're of Jamaican descent, Caribbean, over the UK, obviously some of you have accents or whatever, but you need to say it loud and proud like the black American people do. Let everybody know exactly who you are, where the fuck you're from, and the politics of your home country. You're over here all in the sauce. All up in the sauce, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't even know the flavor of the Kool-Aid. Y'all just be over here talking. It's really came to a point for me in Apex seeing these Africans that are bashing specifically African-American men. And I'm like, look at that girl's fucking forehead and hairline. That is not an African. What's going on here? So, and then you have those, like I said, low vibrational American black women, most of them big backed, aged out, overweight, and leftovers that just want to hear anybody bash black American men. It could be a dog, it could be a cat, it could be a gay man. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Tyler Perry has built a franchise out of it, right? They see that we're being bashed and don't even realize that they're participating in white supremacy, right? So we can't do nothing about them, but there are some women out here saying enough's enough. Hey, listen, black men are not the enemy. We're not the enemy. You know what I'm saying? It's getting to the point where, you know, a lot of black women are coming out and doing their best to fight against the sisterhood, which is really hard for them to do because most women are hive-minded. And you know, if these black women are coming after us, you know they're going after those women. You know, so, and we don't need to have a bunch of these tethers out here when they see that black women are, because it's going on, there's like a little bit of a war going on with black women. You know, the good ones are trying to delineate from these trashy, sexy reds. You know what I'm saying? And what's happening is these tethers, these migrants that have been brought in are doing what they need to do, these plants, and they're pushing propaganda to keep us further divided. You know what I'm saying? Where they're doing it, they could be useful idiots. I mean, they might not be doing it intentionally. They could be doing it just for views. But either way it goes, what are they doing? Furthering the division by regurgitating talking points that has nothing to do with them. Just nothing to do with them. You know what I'm saying? You know, like Tariq would say, you fled your homeland to here, whether you or, you know, your family members, and tethered yourselves to this country. And the opportunities that are created here by the African-American Aboriginal people of this land, you get to take advantage of those and get extra benefits and bash us and use us as fodder for creating content. Don't seem like a coalition to me. And you gotta understand, I'm a warrior. I'm a soldier. I'm gonna rally the troops. I'm gonna put them in perspective, and I'm gonna let them know who our enemy are. And I'm gonna do what we do best. You know what I'm saying? America ain't known for losing. Not playing with y'all, man. Cosplay it all you want to, and I'll keep dropping videos, putting y'all out. Talk about something else. You understand me? You raggedy ass podcast panel channels. Talk about something else. Or we can just talk about your homelands. And nigga, I don't give a shit what you look like. You can cosplay it all you want to look like us. You're not like us if you ain't trying to get down with us. If you're using us for content, then you go home to your people and be like, yeah, we using them niggas, them American niggas, boy, they don't even. Man, fuck you. Man, find something else to talk about. I'm sure there's plenty going on in your homelands. That's why you fled. Find something else to talk about. And y'all know who you are. You know who you are. You have quite big podcasts. You're getting out of control using cosplaying Africans in the place of African American women while they're in their little civil war to get the agenda pushed. No, nigga, no. Find something else to talk about. Talk about your charities sending money back to your homelands. I bet none of you are doing that. But you should be talking about something to do with your homelands. You're not from here. You're not from here. I'm not playing with y'all, dude. Man, I done fought in the war twice for this land. Nigga, I'm not playing with you cosplaying ass. Come over here and talk reckless. Get online and be all soft like you representing black American men. Get your bitch ass up. I'm trying not to cuss too much. You don't represent us. African American men don't move like that on these podcasts, letting these women talk in your kind of way. You bringing in your single mother tether bullshit. And you're not specifying that you're a Caribbean dude or whatever from a single mama. Bruh, like, go on somewhere with that shit, man. Go on somewhere. We don't move like that. We don't move like that. And if you ain't gonna tether your ass right and move like we really move, then you don't get to call yourself one of us. Do you see what I'm saying? And we can make this a big thing where it's very distinctive, like, hey, you know, these are cosplayers, you know what I'm saying? So you know they're already fakes, right? Don't pay them no attention. Don't watch none of their shit. We can boycott it too. Don't watch none of their shit. They're making us look bad. Don't watch none of their shit. Don't watch none of their fucking podcasts. Let them fall off the map. Go back to watching Lapeef. Fuck. At least most of them over there actually African American. Y'all watching these cosplayers because they got the nice backgrounds going on and they got these different guests because they're on there acting a role to make you look worse. You know, they're not on there talking about bumba clot. I'm not doing that, man. You know what I'm saying? They're not doing none of that kind of stuff. So what I'm telling you is, whether they say it or not, you got to remember how the devil works. Man, they're trying to play in your face. Play in your face. And y'all are watching them. You're watching them. Listen, man. Hey, look, I'm here. I'm your brother, man. I'm here. Listen, I used to work for the White House, man. Check into the background of the people online talking about black issues. And if they're not specifying that they're an outsider looking in, giving their perspective, you need not be watching them. Because that's what you call somebody acting, playing a role, cosplaying. Scamming. Okay? And we're going to stop. If they're not putting positive videos out and positive content representing black men and women, they should not be watched. If it's just a bunch of Caribbean or whatever foreign black people arguing and not specifying who they are and looking like African American people on their show, then, you know, that's not helping the community whatsoever. So we need to do what we need to do, period, point blank. And we need to pay attention. We don't need nobody, you know what I'm saying, speaking on our behalf. We know how to argue amongst ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We don't need nobody doing it for us. And we damn sure don't need nobody making no dollars off of us either. You know what I'm saying? Just pay attention to what's going on, y'all. That's all I'm saying. I got your back, you know what I'm saying? I'm your brother and I love you. You know that, man. You know what I mean? Sometimes y'all are working a whole lot. And you're just trying to get by, and your old lady's acting up, and you're looking for women or whatever. If you're single, and you ain't got time to pay attention to stuff like this, while you scrolling through your phone, you're just looking for something to watch, see what's going on in culture, and you're watching a bunch of cosplayers and ain't really even thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? And what they say, and how those women are talking over the men in the videos or whatever, and the men kind of cowering and sinking in their chest and calling it stoicism, you would think that those are African American men, and you might start thinking, well, should I be doing that too? It's something about that goes against my soul, you know, and you're not really paying attention. Well, I'm here to pay attention for you. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what they're doing it for. I have no idea. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that I don't let no African American dude get away with it, but we damn sure ain't letting the cosplayers get away with it. That's all I'm saying. All right? Well, I'm not going to hold y'all too much longer. Again, I'm not talking about people that come over here with good intentions that acclimate and blend in with the culture and don't try to use it, exploit it, or anything like that. I ain't talking about y'all. Y'all good with us, but we got to point out the ones that are out here exploiting our culture and making us look worse than we already are looking. While we're trying to figure things out, we'll have these people that are plants being used by the global algorithm, the global AI, which is pretty much sentient, and pushing these crazy talking points, keeping us all upset at each other. We got to get away from that. And for you guys that are on these panels, you need to start having stuff on there. If you're going to have everybody get upset, you need to have a session where everybody calms down and y'all come to some solution or resolution. You need to. You know what I mean? All that getting everyone worked up and leaving it hanging like that, that's a whole way to get you worked up, excited. It's a marketing tool. It's wicked in nature. You know, we got to pay attention to this kind of stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? If they can't give you a resolution by the end of it, bring things to a calming point, you know what I'm saying? Where, you know, people can come to an agreement. It's a show. It's not like they're a bunch of random people that met up on the street. They're all getting paid for it. So you better make sure that at the end of it, you're giving some kind of solution. Because when I listen to the Whatever podcast, when them white guys do it, they don't let those women talk reckless, and it's all about getting to a resolution and an understanding. It's not about just going back and forth to make themselves feel better. And when one of the women are on there doing it, it gets called out immediately. You listen, man, I'm not here just going here making drama to just get your views up. It's not the time for that. There's real stuff going on out here, and men are leaving in droves to go overseas, and y'all right here cosplaying. You know what I mean? And it's not just cosplaying with the people that are trying to work it out in the States. You're also cosplaying, talking and running your mouth about passport bros. It's none of your business. Didn't your family passport bro it over here and find success? So what the fuck are you talking about? Any of y'all talking about passport bros that are foreigners, what the hell are you talking about? Didn't your family passport bro it and passport sis it over here? Aren't you a tether? Do you know the definition of it? Look it up. So how are you talking junk about passport bros? Because you're trying to keep black women upset. You're trying to keep them upset. You're trying to stir the... I'm not playing with y'all, man. I'm done. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to, if we're going to discuss stuff, try to give solutions as well. I'm healing, so as I heal, I just get on here, and you see I've taken time off from content because I've healed. I'm reorganizing my content because, of course, I'm going to be putting out my reaction videos, but I'm not going to be reacting to them the same way I've been reacting to them. I'm having some good interactions with some women overseas and stuff. I'm having some good interactions with some women online, and definitely having some good interactions with women in person. So I don't have all that malice, you know what I'm saying? But I will be putting out the content that needs to be put out. But I like to grow, and I like to let the growth show on my channel. I don't do things for numbers, you know? And I just feel like, you know, you guys need to lead by example. You know what I mean? Do what you got to do, but help us, you know, come up with some resolutions. Is, you know what I mean? Don't just leave us hanging with a bunch of drama and yelling at each other and arguing. That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to hold y'all too long. You know, my stomach's growling, and I was planning on going for this jog, but the fog done set in. I'm probably still going to do it. Yeah. I got to knock out this 2 miles. It's got to get done. You know, so anyway, y'all, appreciate y'all. Make sure you smash that like button. Okay, you asked a question here. What you got going on? Bro, walking around. Oh, okay, you're trying to talk junk. You know what I'm saying? James was stepped out here. I got my full message in, so it don't matter. Let me put you on 24 hours, so I ain't got to see you again tomorrow. Yeah, corner for a healthy diet. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm not your father, I'm not your mentor, and I'm not gonna let you derail my conversation with whatever garbage that you decided to type in there. Yeah, man, I'm real smooth and I'm real easygoing, but when you come up in here and you start babbling, what does it have to do with the price of tea in China? You understand what I'm saying to you? What I'm saying is what you're saying has nothing to do with what I'm talking about, and I can give a shit less what you're asking. Now, the real question is, do you want me to put you in timeout for 24 hours, or do you want to shut the hell up? Go find a friend somewhere else. What do you want to do? The floor is yours, big dog. What you want to do? You want to leave a question mark like your goofy ass comment was worth me responding to? All right. Don't let the smooth taste fool you, motherfucker. You know what I mean? I'm out here putting out messages, but, you know, if you don't see the dog tags, they aren't fake. Calm down. You can Google whatever you ask me. You know what I'm saying? Last I checked, my name was David, not Google. You know what I mean? Go find something else to do. Listen, you show respect, you get respect. You disrespect me, I'm going to make you, you know what I'm saying, wish that your mother would have swallowed or your dad would have left you running down the back of your mother's left thigh. Okay? You need to chill out and calm down. Show respect, you get respect. All right? Anyway, the message is done. I always like to make time for goofballs at the end, you know, who wanted to try to derail the conversation. Just to let you know that I can ignore you and then still put you in your place at the end. It's called making an example. Freaking cat, man. What do you want from me? Now, anyway, love and light. Y'all smash that like button and drop a comment if you agree or disagree. All you tethers that want to hit me up from fake accounts or whatever, I'm not going to entertain it. But anyone that has a rational question or a statement or whatever, I'll say something back to you. You know what I mean? But you get a chance to speak your case in the comment section. Make sure you hit that like button. Don't be over here just watching, hating, and not trying to give any energy to the cause. You understand what I'm saying to you? All right now, love and light. I'm out of here.